What's good, yokais? It's your boy Steph, and welcome back to another Yokaishi TCG trading card game video. Yes. Welcome to today's video. Yes, in today's video, I am going to share with you 5 cards. 5 cards right here that you can expect in the next set. Alright, but before we get into that, I would just like to say that let's see, a few weeks back, or I should say a few months ago, I haven't uploaded for a long period of time. You know, I guess I haven't uploaded for like, I think it might have been 3 months. I'm not, somewhere along those lines. And so what has happened in that time period, in that time frame, you could say that I fell out of favor with the algorithm. So if you're watching this video and and it just randomly popped up in your subscriptions or on your homepage and you haven't seen me post in a while, be sure to hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, subscribe. And most importantly, even if you're already a subscriber, please hit the bell icon, because that will ensure that when I upload, you get those uploads. Because now my videos are not going out to as many people because of that long break. So yes, be sure to like and hit the bell icon. That's very important. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, or I should say watch the whole video first. And if you like what you see, subscribe. Alright, so now, yes, so I'm going to share with you cards that's to be expected in set 2. I am planning for a winter release. Yes, sometime in the winter. A date not yet set. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. And these 5 cards are part of a archetype. Yes. And first card here is Eerie Snowy Night. Now I know this is this was just printed out on paper, it's like a little mock thing, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little, I didn't do a printout. I didn't get these cards officially made by the GameCrafter yet. I'm just play testing them, all that other jazz. So because the print quality is not that good, I'll put up a high resolution image on screen for y'all. Alright, so Eerie Snowy Night. Spell card. When activated, this card stays in play until destroyed, or paying 1 sentinel point to remove. All Yuki in play gain +1 HP. When a Yuki you control destroys a yokai, you gain 1 frozen token. Okay, so a few things to explain here. So let's see here. Yuki. What are Yuki? Well, Yuki in Japanese translates into snow. So there are going to be some snow yokai, or if you're a Pokemon lover, you can call them ice yokai, ice type, whatever. This is their field card, their field spell. It's a Eerie Snowy Night, and when this card is activated, they automatically get +1 HP, and when they destroy a yokai, they get 1 frozen token. So this archetype, the snow archetype or Yuki archetype, will have a token gameplay, or token gameplay, where a gameplay type where they use tokens. Now for the game, in terms of tokens, you could use the little chips. In fact, hold on, let me get that real quick.
その日、赤い狐軍に衝撃が走った。殿、何者かが蔵の中を緑の狸に。何？
と叫んではみたものの、食べてみるか。小エビ天ぷら。ほう、うまいな。何やつ？いただき。うまいな。すごい勢いで
拡散しておる。
今年こそ勝てますね。
赤、緑、年末どっち？
投票受付中。
And I'm back. Yes, so I should have got this before I filmed, but yeah, if you bought a starter deck and you have these tokens, you can use them to represent, not tokens, these chips. If you bought a starter deck and you have these chips, then you can use them as tokens. So when a snow yokai that you control destroys another yokai, you get one frozen token. Boom, you know? And you can have upwards to 3 frozen tokens max. Okay, frozen token, boom, frozen token, boom. All right, now what do you do with these tokens? Different snow yokai have different effects where they may cost 1 token or 2 tokens or 3 tokens, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so when you stack the tokens, you use them for added effects, which means that this is the first archetype where a yokai can have 2 effects, one with a token and one without a token. So that, you know, I don't want it to be like these particular yokai are useless without the field spell. So yeah, and so let's get into, is there anything else I have to explain here? Let's see here. So let's see, first yokai is this guy right here, the YUKI Daruma. Now Yuki, as you know, it means snow, and Daruma means man. So YUKI Daruma, so kind of like snowman. Wait, does it mean snowman? Well, I know that there's a regular Daruma is like, you know, those Daruma dolls. So this is like I made like a snow version. Okay, check it out, check it out, check it out. Okay, now you probably noticed that this is a different color from the typical water types. It's more of an aesthetic, a design choice. I'm not adding an official ice type to the game because, listen, all right, game has been out not that long, and for me to add another type to the game, which means that I would have to overhaul the instruction manuals and all that. No, they, you know, consider these as like, so in the game they still function kind of like water type. It's just that for some of them, this one is weak to light, but some of them are weak to fire. So yeah, this is just to, you know, this is more of like a style choice. So, you know, YUKI Daruma, okay, Yuki snow type, all right, Oni, and its effect here says this yokai can be used as a frozen token, HP 3, and its attack is 1. So yeah, this card is good to have. So if you're running the snow archetype, this card is good to have in case you don't have this field spell active, you know. So if you wanted to use another Yuki's token effect, you could at least use this one as a token. So you basically, it would be in play, and if you need to use it as a token, you know, it'll be like a sacrifice. You'd be like, I'm gonna use this guy as a token, and you do so as that. Next card. All right, now this card I made up for the game. Okay, so it's YUKI Shojo, which basically means snow girl. All right, Shojo is girl, Yuki is snow. Okay, and like I said, they still kind of act as like water. So, you know, water type, water attack, weak to fire because technically they're snow. All right, and Yuki, okay, and its first effect is arm. Okay, when set during your action phase, this yokai can inflict confusion. All right, now the second effect is 1 frozen token, so it requires 1 token. During your main phase, draw 1 card, 3 HP, 1 attack. Okay, so yeah, that's this card. So, you know, it's self-explanatory. If you have a token, you know, the thing is, you can only activate 1 of these effects during the turn. So So you're gonna activate one of these effects during the turn. So like, so if you have a token and you prefer to use this effect, all right, boom, you can pay 1 token, use the effect, and on your next turn, you know what I'm saying, you could use another effect, that sort of thing. So yeah, so only one. Also, so you can't just use 2 effects in the same turn. Gotta use one or the other. All right, so it just gives you options. At least that's how I think now. You know, because I think it would be a bit too broken, a bit too OP if you could use both in one turn, because you'll just be overwhelming your opponent. And I ain't trying to do all that. So next card. This is another card I made up for the game. And this is one of your stronger cards in the archetype, called the YUKI Geisha. Now, I'm not going to go into what a Geisha is entirely, because this video is already past 10 minutes. But, alright, when I get around to doing Yokai Showcase, I'll explain what a Geisha is. But just think of it as like the yuki-onna, but a warrior kind of yuki-onna. So, water type, water attack, weak to earth. Okay, nice artwork here. And it is 2 sacrifice to summon. When summoned, destroy 1 fire yokai your opponent controls. So this would be a good way to manage against fire yokai your opponent may be using to try and counter your snow yokai. And its token effect is 1 frozen token. During your main phase, this yokai can inflict stun for 3 turns. Think of that as like being frozen, you know. So there's more than just these snow yokai in set 2. This is just, I'm only showcasing this handful of cards right now. There's actually several more cards in the archetype, and a couple of them have this effect to stun you for 3 turns, which is technically like freeze. So this acts as a freeze effect. All right, HP 7, attack 2. Okay, so this is a pretty good card right here. And last but certainly not least, you could say this is the big mama of the archetype, yuki-onna, Beauty of Winter. Yes, yuki-onna, Beauty of Winter. And she is water type, water and dark attack, so it has a dual attack, weak to fire, Yuki, 2 sacrifice to summon, torso. Once per summon during your action phase, this yokai can inflict stun for 3 turns. Okay, 1 token, negate 1 attack made against this yokai. Yes, so the thing is, with an effect like this would actually can be activated during your opponent's turn. So this can only be done once though. So like when your opponent is attacking this card, you can pay 1 token to negate the attack. And as you know, in this game you can perform 2 actions within an action phase. So if you are someone going up against this card, then you would actually have to sacrifice 1 action just for it to use its negate effect. So like, boom, you target it for an attack, it negates that first attack, but you will use your second action to attack it again, so it could take some damage. Yeah, so that's what we have here. Okay, and that's the yuki-onna. All right, iconic, legendary Japanese yokai. This is not a yokai showcase. I'm not going to go into the lore. The video would be too long if I had to explain all of this plus give lore. But yeah, these are the 5 cards that you can expect in set 2. Now, the effects are subject to change. You know, this is just like, you know, prototype and all that jazz. So Tell me down in the comment section what you think. Do you like these cards? Of what's here, any favorites? All right, I do have more, and I'll probably show the rest. But you know, I just didn't want this video being ridiculously long. So yeah, okay, we got Eerie Snowy Night, the YUKI Daruma, all right, YUKI Shojo, YUKI Geisha, and the yuki-onna, Beauty of Winter. Okay, if I get around to doing a yokai showcase of these cards, I'll go more in depth of like their design, origin, and probably the backstory I made for them to justify their creation. So yeah, so once again, like this video, comment if you have anything you have on your mind, anything you want to say. Comment down below. I tend to reply. Be sure to hit the bell icon so that you are notified of future uploads. You know, I don't want people to think I just stopped uploading when really I am uploading. All right, and yes, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.